Say, oh, he's not the black guy. Oh.
Be funny.
I was hoping. How am I going to follow that? I have nothing on female masturbation. I thought I was a pro. But does anyone have that weird friend? Well, I can't really say friend. It's more of an acquaintance that's like really genuinely upset that the music they're making now isn't the music they were making in 1985. Like, you can't have a conversation with that person because you're kind of like, oh, isn't it kind of sad that the White Stripes broke up like 3 weeks ago? And they just fire back with, oh, how do you think I feel? Pat Benatar hasn't had an album since 2003. There's a damn good reason why Pat Benatar hasn't had an album since 2003. It's because he's dead. Patrick Benatar? Yeah. But I think it kind of stems back to like they're kind of like stuck in this 80s music thing. I think it stems back to that weird overlap we had between like 1988 and 1993 when all the bands were kind of like grunge was starting to come out and alternative and all the bands were kind of trying to keep it going like don't stop believing. And, but they really couldn't, once you hear those first chords of even flow over the airwaves, they just start dropping like flies. Like, even flow. Oh, we just lost Warrant. Oh, God, firehouse over there. So then it was just like a massive, it was like a rain of toads, except it was cocaine and bad hair products. And but Axl Rose hung on for a really long time. I think it happened when he jumped the shark with that 9-minute music video where he was like basically masturbating with a bunch of dolphins. I don't remember. No one remembers that video? Hey, someone does.
November Rain?
But I think what happened was it had to go back to like 1989, New Year's Eve. There had to have been some crazy party where all the hair bands got together where they were doing so much blow that like their molecules started vibrating at such a frequency that it opened like a temporal pocket. And it just stuck everything in time. Kind of like the island on Lost. Anyone watch that? Hey, there we go. And like a temporal pocket opened up and just stuck everyone who was watching MTV at the stroke of midnight. I said stroke, I did. Masturbation jokes, we're back to that one again. So it kind of created this weird kind of phantom zone for everybody in the 80s. The phantom zone for Superman 2, the mirror thing.
Kneel before Zod!
Exactly, and Axl Rose kind of became the General Zod of the 80s because he came back. Like all the nuclear testing we're doing, because like, that's what freed them from it. But General Zod, Axl Rose came out, he had a new album a couple years ago. Guns N' Roses had a new album 2 years ago, so we gotta stay strong. We don't want the Mount Rushmore to look like the 4 members of KISS. So yeah, that was... Back to the drawing board. So Taco Bell had this lawsuit recently. Apparently their beef didn't have enough actual beef in it. But honestly, if you're eating Taco Bell at past 10 p.m., you don't give a shit what's in the meat anyway. And I mean, if you're going to Taco Bell in the first place, who fucking cares? But I mean, when you're stoned at 12:30 at night, you see a commercial for Taco Bell, all you're thinking is, I want that inside of me. And I mean, nothing has proven Pavlov's theory better than Taco Bell. Taco Bell has been better than Pavlov, who created, Pavlov, ring the bell, feed the dog associates the bell with the food. Taco Bell has written that into their fucking logo. It's on the side of the building. You're watching a Taco Bell commercial at like 10:30 at night. Think outside the bun. All you can think of is like, you start getting nervous sweats, your asshole clenches up, and all of a sudden you want a volcano chalupa like you've never wanted one before. And I mean, Taco Bell, they're kind of like the punk rockers of fast food. They're like, fuck it, it's tacos. Which actually I've optioned as the logo for, or the catchphrase for Taco Bell. Fuck it, it's tacos. But they're owned by KFC, which is kind of like the shitty parent. They're kind of like, oh, go do whatever, Taco Bell. Sell your tacos, we don't care how. But KFC is kind of a shady organization anyways, because they keep those 12 herbs and spices a secret. I mean, honestly, it's like a national treasure. It's more protected than the fucking president at this point. Believe me, I looked it up. Wikipedia. Citation needed. But yeah, they've got like 2 executives that know where the place is. Apparently it's like underground or something. It's kind of like that facility in Terminator 2 where they were housing the hand thing. 2 people need to get in. But I mean, I'm wondering, what else are they housing in there? They've got to have like state secrets, right? So I did some research and I came up with this. All right, in 1963, John Fitzgerald Kennedy assassinated in Dallas, Texas. In 1964, Harland David Sanders, that's right, Colonel Sanders, sold off the KFC rights and fled to Canada. Did I just say what you think I just said? I don't know. Let's get Oliver Stone on the phone and crack JFKFC wide open.